Hi, Jim.
Don't tell me you got your plowing done already, little Mac.
Well, I'm just looking around for chores so I can work up an appetite.
You know, I still can't figure out how your folks ever called you Little Mac.
Shucks, when I was born, I didn't even weigh 20 pounds. You got Ma's thread?
Yeah, I got it. The Big Mac's glove. Hey, the new almanac's in now. You want me to bring you one?
I don't know if I can talk Pa out of the money. Is it a good big one with lots of pictures?
It sure is.
Thanks. I'll let you know. Oh, Jim, it's been thawing pretty good up in the mountains. That creek's a sight.
Yeah, I know. The crossing was rough yesterday.
Why don't you take the long way today, up by the Turner place?
Turner's? I don't think I know them.
They bought the old Chafee place. Only been here a couple of years. Last I heard, he was kind of sickly.
Well, I guess I'll pay him a visit. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for the waltz, Jim.
Can't be hurt too bad, son. No bones broken. We'll just get her in the house. Now, don't you worry, son. He's gonna be all right. Now, easy. Just lie still a while. That was a fool thing I did, riding in and scaring your horses. I'm sorry. You oughtn't be out there plowing that field.
Field's got to be ready for planting.
Well, around here, when a woman becomes a widow, she moves into town.
I'm not giving up my farm.
Now, take it easy. You had quite a jolt.
My husband gave his life for this farm for the boy and me. We stay here.
All right. But you can't plow that field. And I ain't got time to do it. I know. Little Mac, the MacDonald boy. He wants an almanac. I'll get him an almanac and he'll plow your field.
Why should you pay him to plow my field?
Oh, I scared your horses.
Who are you?
Me? My name's Jim Barnes. I ride the mail between Austin and Ellsworth. Part of my job is taking care of folks' wants.
Why did you come charging in here anyway?
Why? Oh. This thing.
You interested?
You mean, do I? Well, no. I got a job. I work for Ben Notter. He runs a mail service and a newspaper. I mean, well, for goodness sakes, no.
Then what are you doing with my sign?
You can't put up a sign like this. You can't just advertise for a husband.
Mr. Barnes, do you think I'd put up that sign if there was any other way? I know I can't keep running this farm myself. It takes a man. My boy needs a father.
But, ma'am, you just can't...
The only trouble is nobody much comes by. Did you say you have something to do with the newspaper?
Well, my boss, Ben Notter...
You could get him to put this notice in the paper and a lot of men will see it.
Well, I won't do any such thing.
You get him to put it in the paper. Write in, anybody who's interested should call on Sunday. And I'll pay whatever it costs.
Well, you might as well stop talking like that, Miss Turner. I'm not going to do any such thing.
Please, Mr. Barnes. You say you take care of people's wants. This is my desperate want.
She's the stubbornest woman I've ever seen, Ben. I kept telling her she couldn't do that.
What else can she do, Jim? You know, instead of stubborn, you might say she's spunky. She wants to keep that farm, so she's got to get remarried. And how else is she going to find herself a husband?
Ben, you mean you're going to run that thing?
Sure, I'm going to run it. And we'll get some men up there Sunday. Tell me, Jim, is she pretty?
Pretty? Gosh, I don't know. When I picked her up, she was sort of light to hold. Soft like. Well, you know how women are.
Yeah, I know. She's pretty.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. If she's fixed up.
Why don't you marry her?
Me?
Well, I thought I made that clear. I'm talking about you.
Well, Ben, you can just stop talking like that right now. One thing I'll never do is marry a stubborn fool woman like that.
Oh, now you don't care what happens to her.
You know, I'd like to see her get the right kind of man.
Well, do you know the right man?
Yeah. Maybe I do.
You mean I get to keep the almanac for free, just for plowing the field over at Widow Turner's?
That's right.
Oh, gee. But I ought not to take pay for doing a neighborly chore like that.
Sure you can. You'll be doing me a favor. You do want the almanac.
Yeah. All right. It's a deal. And thanks.
Oh. One other thing.
Yeah?
Well, like you say, now she's a widow. She needs a man to run that farm.
I guess so.
Well, Miss Turner's doing a kind of funny thing. She's running a notice in the newspaper that says, she's willing to share her farm with any man that wants to marry her and be a father to the boy and all.
You're joshing me.
It's the honest truth. And any man that's interested should go call in on Sunday.
I ain't never heard of such a thing. Jim? Now, Jim, you're not thinking about me.
You got to get married sometime. She's a fine woman.
She's a fool woman taking a notice in the newspaper like that.
Oh, no, little Mac, no, that's just for plowing the field. That's all.
Well, let's just make sure it's for plowing the field. That's all.
Right.
What kind of man would show up on Sunday?
What kind of man? That's what worries me.
Morning, ma'am.
Well, morning, Mr. Barnes. I didn't know you carried the mail on Sunday.
I don't. I just happen to be riding by. Well, your notice got in the newspaper, all right. Anybody showed up?
Not yet. You always go riding on your day off?
I feel like it. See, you got your field plowed all right.
Thanks to you.
You like little Mac okay?
Yes, I guess so. But he's awful shy. When I brought him his supper, he said he wasn't hungry. He almost ran to get away.
Well, I don't know how to say this except blunt-like, but I brought you a present.
A present? Well, I can't take a present from you. I'm beholden enough already.
Take it.
What is it?
Open it up. It's a new type dress.
A dress? What do I want a dress for?
Ma'am, men are coming up here looking to marry you. You got to fix up pretty.
What? Mr. Barnes, well, they're not coming up here because of me. It's the farm and the boy.
Men don't marry farms. They're figuring to marry you. You got to look right, or else maybe you'll scare them away like you did little Mac. Now go in there and put that on and let your hair down.
That's awful. I won't do it. I won't do any such thing.
You want to save your farm? Now look, Miss Turner, you made me put that notice in the newspaper. Now you got to do your part. Go in there and put that on.
Mister, why are you always mad?
I'm not mad, son. Just that your mother is such a... Well, she's such a woman. You do want her to get married, don't you?
I wished I was bigger.
I guess I know how you feel. It'll be a long time before you'll be big enough to run this farm.
Pa used to read to me every night. Every night he'd read to me from books.
I don't guess many men do that with their sons.
Mister, can you keep a secret?
Sure I can, son.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Pa and I got a secret cave. Even Ma don't know about it.
I sure would like to see that cave.
You'd never find it in a million years.
Where is it?
There's a dangerous path going down a draw. At the bottom, there's a big, huge boulder marked with a secret X. Behind it, there's a bush. You open like a door.
Show me where it is.
Come on.
Hey, it's a man coming to see your ma.
Who cares about him?
We'll have to see the cave later, son. You better stay here now. You here to see the widow, too? No. I just, happened to stop by. Just to visit with the boy. It's a real nice farm. Where's the widow?
Yes, sir. A real nice farm. Howdy, ma'am. I'm Brad Morgan.
I'm Faith Turner. Mrs. Turner. And, this is my son, Eddie. And Mr. Barnes.
How do you do, young fella? Barnes? It's a fine-looking boy. You must be mighty proud of him, ma'am.
Oh, yes, I am. Well, I guess you'll want to see the place first, so I'll show you around. Oh, the field's over there. You can see the plowing. It's all done. I guess you'll want to see the stock.
Lead on.
You probably noticed the buildings are pretty run down. They were that way when we took over the place. But you couldn't hope for better soil.
The buildings. Fine buildings, Faith, fine buildings.
Well, I guess you've seen everything.
Except for the inside of the house. I think we should see that now.
Oh, yes.
Look, you two, Faith and I have some very serious talking to do. I believe we should be alone. Don't you agree, Faith?
Oh, yes, of course. We'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, Mr. Morgan, maybe... Brad. Maybe we could have our talk on the other side of the barn. Outside.
Whatever you say.
I'd like to hit him.
I would, too. But why? It's what your ma wanted. She put in that fool ad. I told her not to.
Now you're getting mad again.
I'm not mad. I'm just disgusted. Well, what's taking them so long? They've been talking for half an hour. Yes, they are talking. But Faith, we're getting married.
Get out of here! Who are you to talk to me that way?
Get out of here!
What's gotten into you?
What's the matter with you? I'll show you what's the matter with me. You hit me. Now get out. And don't ever come back. You're crazy. You're all crazy. It serves you right. That's what you get for throwing yourself at any man that comes along.
You're hurt. Let me fix it for you.
I'm not either. I'm fine. I'm getting out of here, and I don't care what happens to you. From now on, I don't care. You understand? Well, I guess I'll be on my way. By the way, I got in a fight on Sunday.
You don't say.
You knew?
I got eyes.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I hadn't been back up there since Sunday. You happen to know if,
Find anybody except Morgan is going to pay a visit on the pretty widow. By the way, as you say, how come you like to kill Brad Morgan?
You know, Ben, I don't know. I truly don't.
By golly. For a bright young man as you are, you sure can be thinking ahead. Jim, you're in love with that girl. Now, there's only one thing left for you to do. You go up there and you ask her to marry you.
Me? Well, Ben, I work for you.
Well, I'm aware of that, Jim, and it's going to be a job replacing.
You know, Ben, that is what's been wrong with me. I love her. I truly do. And I am going to ask her to marry me.
At last.
Miss Turner? Hey! Eddie? Hey! Eddie!
Oh, Mr. Barnes, Eddie's disappeared. I can't find him anyplace. It's possible he and his father did have a secret hiding place.
That's it. I think I know where it is.
You do where?
It's, wait a minute. I promised I wouldn't tell. You wait here, Faith, and don't worry, I'll find him. Well,
How'd you find this cave?
you told me, remember?
Oh, yeah. Looky here.
Paul loved your mother, didn't he? You never worried her.
This is a real African shield. Now, almost real.
Not too nice, thinking of your mother out there, worried about you, not knowing where you are, is it?
This bolo, Pa made it.
Well, it sure does look real.
Look, I'll show you the rest of the cave later. Maybe I better go see Mom.
Good idea.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, Eddie. It's all right. Now, out you go. Your face looks better.
Thanks. Miss Turner? Faith? I want to make a speech, and I don't want you to stop me till I've finished. Please.
All right.
Now, first I want to explain something to you. You see, I was too dumb to know why I was always mad at you. I was always yelling at you.
Oh, it's not necessary.
Shh, shh. Let me finish. And you know why I beat up Brad Morgan. The fact is, I was so thick-headed somebody had to tell me. But I know now. It's because I'm very good at saying things like this, but it's because I love you so much. That's all there is to it. And what I'd like is, and I'd be much obliged if you'd consider marrying me.
There's something that I've...
Oh, no, I know I'm not very much. But I'll work hard. And I'll be good to the boy. You know, Faith, I'll always love you. Of course, I don't expect you to make up your mind right now.
Faith? I can't find Eddie anyplace.
He's found. He's out front.
Thank goodness. Jim, I'm glad you could come up here today. And I want to thank you for speaking to me about coming up here last Sunday. And Faith, I'm going to try very hard to get together with Eddie. And don't you worry. Eddie!
I tried to tell you. Little Mac and I were married yesterday.
He's a fine man. Little Mac's a fine man. I guess I'll be on my way. I got mail to deliver.
Jim. Thank you for asking me. I'll always remember. And I'll always be proud that you asked me.
And I'll always wish you the best of everything. Mrs. MacDonald.
And I wish the same for you, Mr. Barnes.
I'm warning you for the last time about holding us back.
I'm taking steps to change that, John.
If you don't lighten your wagon, we'll be forced to leave you behind.
I'm taking the sublet cutoff. Me and my son Zeb are going to go it alone.
You can't go off and leave the train. As wagon master, it's my responsibility.
Well, I'm relieving you of that responsibility. You just see that my wife and daughter get through to Oregon by the regular trail. I talked with the scout, and he drew me a map of the pass and the water holes.
Nobody takes it anymore. Ain't enough water there for a wagon train.
Enough for one wagon.
Miss Llewellyn, do you realize what he's doing?
We've talked it out, all of us.
Too dangerous. There's Indians and there's bandits just waiting for a chance at a lone wagon. And what's worse is a chance of getting sick and dying of thirst. He can't do it.
When my husband makes up his mind, there's no change in it.
You're throwing your life away on a bunch of trees.
My trees are my life. Because the cutoff is shorter, I'll get through with a lot more live plants. And we can travel at our own speed. We won't be holding anybody back. Now, Zeb, you better water the plants before we leave.
Yes, sir.
John, that sweet-smelling soil. Bursting with life. And they say it's even richer in Oregon.
You'll never get to Oregon. Your wagon's too heavy. All that dirt and 3 barrels of water. It's as heavy as if you was carrying gold. Throw half of it away. I'll talk to the others in the train.
It'd still be too heavy. And I'd still be holding them back. There'd be arguments. They're just as impatient to get to Oregon as I am. And as for throwing away half my load, my trees are like children. You treat them right, and they'll grow strong and sturdy. A man can't throw away his children.
Man, this is a dry season. Now, what happens if you come onto a water hole that's dried up on you? And them plants. You told me that they had to have water every day to live. What about your life? And the boys? It's too dangerous. Don't you see? This is Indian country.
Zeb, about time to leave. Now, John, I got me a dream, and I made me a promise. My tree's growing strong in Oregon, and God willing, I'm going to see that they get there. Now, enough of this talking. We're holding up the train. In Oregon.
In Oregon.
In Oregon, Mother.
Here!
Well, there it is. A wagon load of gold just waiting for it.
Oh, come on, Spence. Forget it. Let's get back to wagon train.
No.
That ain't right.
Shut up. Now, you listen to me, boy. He's got gold in that wagon, all right. I heard the wagon master say something about it.
There's plenty of gold in California, Spence. We don't have to rob nobody.
Now, you listen to me, boy. And you listen good. You remember what Ma said just before she died?
Yeah. Stick together.
And that's what I aim to do. Come on.
Better not feed them too much, Zeb. They'll only want to drink more.
Yes, sir.
Old Bert there misses the green grass back in Iowa. Don't you, old fella? Well, soon there'll be Oregon. Grass a foot high, and all the cool water you can drink. Out with it, son. You've been chewing on something for the last 2 days.
Why do we have to leave Iowa anyway? Like the wagon master said, what if we run out of water?
Well, like I told him, I got a dream. Sure, we could have stayed in Iowa, kept farming, and raised fine apples. Son, we got the finest apple cuttings we've ever grown in that wagon. When someday, this whole country is going to fill up with people. And when they pick an apple, they're going to know it's an Oregon apple. And I'm going to know they picked it from one of the trees I planted. I'm a farmer, son. And what I can leave behind is the best apples I can grow with my own 2 hands. As far as the water's concerned, we'll make it. We got 3 full barrels and a map of water holes.
But having to water the plants every day.
3 things for you to remember, son. Have faith in yourself. And have faith the good Lord will provide when the going gets rough. And remember to remind me to buy you a razor when we get to Oregon. Howdy, Spence. Ben. Aren't you boys a bit far from the wagon train?
Drop that rifle or I shoot Zeb.
Hey, come on, Spence, don't.
I'm warning you, Ben. Drop it.
I don't know what you boys are up to.
Never mind the talk, Farmer. Just trot out the gold.
Gold? Whatever gave you the idea I got gold?
I want that gold, mister.
I haven't got anything in that wagon except my apple trees.
You're lying.
Come on now, son. Put down that gun before you hurt somebody.
Come on, Spence. He ain't got any gold.
He's lying. That's why he went off by himself. It's under all that dirt. I'll show you gold. Now, see,
Zeb. Mr. Llewellyn, I'm sorry. But he's crazy. He's just gone crazy. If you get away from here. Get out of that wagon, you kill him, Blanche! Spence, you hurt the boy. You hurt him bad.
Try to fool me here.
Spence, you hear? The boy's hurt.
Nothing but plants. Ain't no gold nowhere. Nothing but a bunch of lousy trees. Come on.
Spence, you just can't go away and leave him like that. The boy needs help.
You do as I say. Mount.
But Spence...
Now.
Spence, I'm going to teach you to respect people and their property.
I'll show you respect, farmer. Let's go. Come on.
All dried up. Dry as a bone. Plants are dying for water.
We can make the wagon train in maybe 2 or 3 days. Pa, we got no water. Every barrel's got a hole in it. We gotta go back.
These plants won't last 3 days. The soil ain't rich enough to grow anything, but it's wet enough now to help save these plants. Come too far for a man to give up.
I'll go find something to plug up the barrels.
We'll make it, son. Lord, we pray that you cleanse our hearts of hate for them 2 misbeguided boys, and give us the strength not to lose our faith in the sight of our dream in Oregon. Amen.
Amen.
50 miles, the next water hole. You better tighten your belt, Bert. We're going to find you some nice, cool water. Ah! Come on, Bert. Come on. Just like we was plowing back in Iowa. Come on, Bert. Come on, dang it. Come on, we're going to make it. We got to make it.
What about me? You reach it? Cutting from that wagon train is the best thing we ever did. He's starting to get under my skin, that wagon master, him and his ordering.
He had a job to do. Wasn't so bad.
You want to go back to the train, go on. You're the kind to take orders all your life. Me, I'll do what I want when I want.
Yeah. You'll fake what you want when you want to, won't you?
What's gotten into you, boy?
Well, you. Just gone plain crazy. Oh. Well, come on, shoot me. Or hit me with it like you did Llewellyn. Maybe this time you can kill somebody.
I'm warning you, boy. Stop it.
Well, this time I'm not listening. Matter of fact, I think just for once I'm going to do something I want to do.
You're not going anywhere.
I'm going back to help Llewellyn.
Now, look. Nobody cares what happens to a crazy farmer and his lousy apple trees.
Well, I do, see.
Now, you listen to me. If the Indians don't get him, the heat will. You think I want to go to jail?
Well, I don't know whether I care much.
You listen to me, you hear? Smith, you can listen to me, you hear?
You can't die. I won't let you. We're gonna find water. Bert! Oh! Bert! Oh! We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, old boy. We're gonna make it. I'll take that yoke off, and you can drink your fill. That's sweet smelling water. That's life, son. Life for our apple trees. Come on, Bert. It's already gone ahead.
No, thanks, Pa. I ain't thirsty.
Here. Pa! Pa, look! Look! Stay put. Keep your eyes open. Zeb! Bring a knife and cut him loose.
Mr. Llewellyn, I mean, after what happened back on the trail,
You're helping us. You're giving us water.
That's in the past, son. It's best forgot.
He's here. You think he's...
I don't know, but I'm trying.
He's spent. He's spent. That's all there is left. That's only half a canteen. You know, you drink it out.
I already had mine.
Well, then, give it to plants. I don't...
Hey, drink. You're reaching that water hole most any time. There's more in it than the one barrel we got out in the last one.
It ain't been dry over 2 days.
Wet enough to keep them plants alive.
Pa, what good's that gonna do if we're dead?
Been better off to die with Spence than taking your water.
Stop talking like that, both of you talking about dying. I set out for Oregon. I aim to get there by all that's holy. No Indians and dry water holes are going to stop me. Both of you just keep on thinking about Oregon. And about the green grass, enough water to swim in. Come on, get up. Get up.
I never thought I'd taste this stuff again. I thought for sure we were goners.
All the water you can use, just a mile up the line. It's a good thing we found you. Been out looking for Ben and his brother. They got lost in the wagon train.
And they got jumped by engines. Spence is buried alongside the trail. I think Ben here's going to be all right.
Mr. Welling, you didn't tell him what happened.
I figure losing a brother's hardship enough. Only 2 roads for a man to travel. I think you're on the right one now.
Well, Llewellyn, now that you've had a taste of trouble, I guess you'll be coming back with us.
I still got my dream. Apple trees in Oregon. Me and my boy going on.
Ben, get up behind me. I'll take you back.
Well, I think if it's all right with Mr. Llewellyn, I'll just stick along with him. Well, I gotta get some water for those trees.
Thank you for the water, John. We'll see you in Oregon. All right, Bert. Oregon and cold water ahead.
Henderson Llewellyn did make it to Oregon, amazingly losing only half of his trees. Reunited with his family, he planted his precious trees and realized his dreams of orchards of apple trees in Oregon. Llewellyn was known as the father of the fruit tree industry. And many of the apple orchards of Oregon and Washington owe their beginnings to their ancestors that came over the Oregon Trail with Henderson Llewellyn, a pioneer whose courage, vision, and indomitable spirit helped build the West. Next week, another true story of the West.
Well, that's about it, Mr. McCoffin. I think she'll hold now.
Fine, Arthur. That should do till we get to the fort sometime this evening. Slap a little grease on that axle.
We have a visitor, Mr. McCoffin.
Well, it's William Bent. The only man in the world who rides a white mule. William, are you lost or something?
Good to see you, Sam. I heard you were out here someplace.
Well, then you've seen my brother.
James and his party came through about a week ago. Just left this morning for Santa Fe.
Arthur, go back and tell him we'll have a guest for dinner. You look a little peaked. When was the last time you ate?
Well, I can't remember that far back.
James tell you what we were doing?
Went over the whole plan.
What do you think of it?
I don't know whether it'll work or not. I hope so. At least we know the Americans are with us.
President Polk is determined to prevent war with the Mexicans.
And they're just as determined to have one. We'll see. Oh, by the way, I understand congratulations are in order.
Congratulations?
On your marriage. James told me about it. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, William. The 5 months since our marriage have been the happiest days of my life. She's a wonderful girl.
I'm sure she is. I look forward to meeting her one day.
Well, I want you to.
What's that?
It's a brome.
A brome? But
I think dinner's ready now. I'll explain that later.
Sam?
That's Susan.
Susan?
My wife.
You're... Oh, Sam. Not out here.
Yes, William. Out here. Come along.
Darling, I was just going to send for you. Susan, dear, I have a great surprise for you. May I present Mr. William Bent?
Oh, how thrilling. I've heard so much about you, Mr. Bent.
I'm delighted, Mrs. McGoffin.
Let's be old friends. Call me Susan.
Susan.
Of course, I should be cross with you. And you too, Samuel.
Cross with us?
Well, it's not fair. You should have given me a moment to freshen up before introducing me to someone as famous as Mr. Bent.
You can call me William.
Thank you. Come on, luncheon is ready. William.
More chicken, Mr. Bent?
No, thanks.
Samuel, would you pour William some more wine?
Come here.
This Beaujolais really isn't proper to serve with fowl, but we have no ice, you know? And champagne is impossible when it's not chilled. Or at least this can be served at room temperature.
Yes, of course.
Well, of course, I will admit this room temperature is a little hotter than the vintners had in mind.
I'm sure.
Well, I rather cut myself out, didn't I? Well, it's quite a way to travel, isn't it, William?
I've never seen anything like it, Samuel. How did you come to think of it?
Well, I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. Every bit of it goes to Susan.
Oh?
Yes. It started with the brome.
Perhaps I'd better explain. You see, right after we were married, Samuel told me that the honeymoon would have to wait because of this mission for President Polk. Well, I was pretty upset.
Upset is hardly the word.
But, woman will find a way.
Well, why shouldn't I be with Samuel? I'm his wife. And now that he's going out into the wilderness like this, well, I'm his partner, too.
Yes, it was about that time the whole idea got started.
Like that light carriage standing out there in the prairie.
The brougham, yes. It's really very comfortable. And Samuel's thought up all new ways to improve it.
Yes, heavier springs and larger wheels.
And the food you men eat. Samuel told me about it. Jerky and salt pork. Well, I decided there just had to be a better way.
Like this delicious chicken and a private cook.
Martha is a marvelous cook. And there are turkeys and squab.
Brought along live, of course.
Yes, in crates.
That means an extra wagon and teamster.
Well, you can see for yourself it's a very small train, William. We've increased the comforts, but added relatively little.
Do you think a private cook, a city carriage, a wagon loaded with crates of fowl, added to trade goods and teamsters is a small train, Samuel?
Well, Martha and I ride in the brougham, and the wagon hauls the crates of fowl, and that leaves plenty of room for the tent. And it is a pleasure on these hot days, isn't it? Well, even in the wilderness, William, one has got to crack the nut to get at the good. So I cracked it.
Well, I'll be. Only a year ago, you barely made it through with a herd of scraggly stock. This is an experience.
One we'll all remember.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have things to attend to. You men just relax and enjoy yourself.
Isn't she lovely, William?
Yes, she is, Sam. But you're out of your mind.
Oh, we better get back to that wheel. We can talk there.
Sam, you know better than this. You've made the journey many times. You know how bad it can be out here.
What, do you think this is the way I wanted it?
Well, why then? Why did you bring her?
What could I do about it?
Well, you're in charge. I don't understand James allowing it.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know? Sam, I don't follow you.
When President Polk called James and me in, we told him about this plan.
I know that. James and I worked it out months ago. We realized for a long time that if this country out here was ever to become a part of the United States, we'd have to carry on a delaying action with the Mexicans until we could convince our government of the need for its help.
Well, James convinced him, all right. We got everything moving. Then James decided to come on ahead, and I was to follow later with the trade supplies. He left, and it was about that time that Susan got this idea to come along.
And you thought it was just a wonderful idea?
No, I argued with her at first. I told her how rough it was.
but she knew better.
Well, she's very convincing, William. You see how she is.
I know. She's a lovely woman. But this is no place for a lady.
But we've made it. We're almost to the fort. And it's been very comfortable the entire trip.
Mr. McGoffin! Mr. McGoffin! You better come quick. It's Miss Susan. She's fainted.
Well, the pulse is stable now. You feeling better? You just rest a while.
Sam, the trip's too hard on her. This is no place for a lady.
William, there's something I have to tell you.
Her face is flushed. It could be a sickness of some kind.
I should have told you before.
It's just too delicate.
Susan's pregnant.
Could be any one of a dozen things. Maybe a fever of some kind.
She's pregnant.
Devil.
William, may I have a word with you, please? You don't approve of me at all, do you? It's written all over your face. Come on now, that is how you feel, isn't it?
I'm not rightly sure how I feel.
Disappointed, maybe?
In all these years, I never thought of Sam as anything other than a very wise man.
And now?
That'll take a lot of figuring.
He married me, and that's the only reason for all this. Is that what you think? William, don't you think that traveling as we are in this honeymoon fashion, we're disguising the true nature of our journey?
Meanwhile, you've nearly lost your baby. There's something else that'll take some figuring. A woman is charming until she begins to get ideas. Just over that second ridge. We'll be in the fort before sundown.
This might be a good nooning spot, then. I want to ride back and see how Susan's doing anyway.
Well, Sam, when you ride back there, I may have said something to your wife a little while ago.
No apologies, Phil.
Mr. McGoffin! Mr. McGoffin!
Right out of there, Arthur.
What do I do?
Sam, there's a doctor at the fort. You bring the train in.
Come on,
Louisa! Louisa! Oh! I need help!
¡Ay, Dios mío, pobres!
Get into my rooms. Where's Doc Walsh?
Pues ay, ahí está en la cantina. Where else? Antonio! Antonio, ven, ayúdame pronto!
Doc, have you ever delivered a premature baby?
Haven't taken care of such a thing in years.
Well, you'll take care of this one or you're dead.
Well, this sure changes the color of things. Makes Susan look like a sheltered little schoolgirl and me all kinds of a fool for going along with it.
I'm sorry she lost the baby.
That's my fault, too.
Well, it's done, Sam. At least Susan is all right. Now, we've got to start thinking about that train.
Yes, I know. It's been 3 days.
James is expecting you at Santa Fe.
Anytime you say. Susan's feeling fine now.
Susan?
I'll show her how to handle a gun.
Why?
So she can protect herself.
She'll be perfectly safe here at the fort.
She's coming with me, William.
She what?
She won't listen to me.
Sam, get one thing straight. Susan doesn't go to Santa Fe. James is there. He's worked hard. We all have in this effort to avert a war with the Mexicans. Now, he's made arrangements based on the supplies you're bringing. Nothing is going to jeopardize his getting them. Do you understand, Sam?
She won't take it from me.
Well, I don't reckon there's any more I can do, gentlemen. She's sitting up and as chirpy as a whippoorwill this morning.
Thanks, Doc.
I'm not married to her. Let me handle it.
She's only a girl, William. Don't be too hard on her.
Hello, Mr. Bent. William, how nice. I thought you were angry with me.
I just wanted to say how sorry I am.
Oh, no, please. I'm the one that should say that. You were right, you know.
Well,
William Bent, the great frontiersman.
what do you mean?
It's been said you've been through practically every situation out here, and that you never get rattled.
Mrs. McGoffin,
Susan, remember?
one can't afford to get rattled out here.
That's funny.
What?
Martha told me how upset you were when I fainted. I just wanted to thank you for your concern and promise you no further trouble.
Then you're not going to Santa Fe.
Oh, yes, William, I am.
You're not going.
The Mexicans. 20 of them. Ambushed.
Oh, Lord.
Are they,
All dead. The driver will be soon.
how shocking.
I left 4 days ago for Santa Fe. I tried to convince them to wait, but they wouldn't believe me either.
That's terrible.
I feel sorry for them, but at least now you know how bad it is.
You're trying to tell me that if
I'm trying to tell you, Susan, you should stay here at the fort.
we've come this far, my place is with Samuel.
Your momentary pleasure is nothing compared to what's ahead. This is war out here.
I'm going. I've made up my mind, William.
Call me Mr. Bent.
Well, it's been a few years, William. Hope this doesn't hurt our friendship. Yes, I made a mistake bringing my wife out here like this.
The free country.
Yes, but those troops having to leave us behind unprotected, looking for the guerrillas that got those traitors. You coming along, endangering your life. If anything happened to you on account of all this, I wish I could say something.
There was something you could have said way back there.
What's that?
We'll talk about it later.
Mr. Bent! Mr. McGovern!
I think we're stuck, Mr. Bent. Samuel, now don't you be too harsh on Arthur about this. It's very difficult to stay on this terrible road.
I'm sorry, Will.
Sorry isn't enough, Sam. You put your whole mission, probably the whole nation, in danger because of the stupid whim of this girl. Those supplies have to get to James. Now, because the delay is caused by this carriage, we're right in the middle of Bandito country with no troops to protect us. If they hit us, we haven't a chance.
Lord, man, what's he done? He's let us come this way. Hard just to die in this awful
Don't
place.
talk like that, Martha. No one is going to die.
I know we
Don't
will.
be silly. I'll protect you. See these lovely guns Mr. McGoffin gave me? Here, you can hold on to this one.
No.
Who are they?
They're the counter threats to President Polk's plans. Take a good look at them. They wipe us out and the United States is at war.
Well, muchachos, this is more than we had hoped. Not only do we get the rich Senor McGoffin, but the great Senor Bent.
I'm afraid they got us, Sam.
Drop your guns down. Of course, you understand what we must have to do now, Senor Bent.
You stop this right now. You can't do this. We've had a long trip and we need these supplies and you're not going to take them. I don't want to shoot you, but I'll do it if you don't get out of here right now.
Muchachos, we are outnumbered. ¡Vámonos! ¡Ándale!
saw anything so brave in all my life.
Thank you. I've been hoping there might be a way to be of some help, Mr. Bent.
Call me William. Thus, as a result of this mission, James and Samuel McGoffin were credited with the bloodless conquest of New Mexico. And Susan McGoffin, the first white woman to cross the plains, lived on to take her place in a unique page in Western history. Next week, another true story of the people who made the great American West.
At the age of 34, a young officer from Indiana was made a major general in the Union Army. It was the highest rank then given, and he was the youngest man ever to achieve it. But as they say, the higher you get, the further you have to fall. General Wallace was blamed for the near disaster which the Union forces experienced at the Battle of Shiloh. He claimed it was only a scapegoat. These accusations hung heavy on his heart. But later events faced him with his greatest challenge and darkened his life like a shadow on the window. In August of 1878, on his 16th annual return to the battlefield at Shiloh, General Wallace was still reliving the combat, refiguring what he should have or might have done, still suffering the dishonor he'd endured there. But it was here at Shiloh that Lew Wallace was summoned by his old friend, President Rutherford B. Hayes, to become governor of the lawless New Mexico Territory. Arriving at Santa Fe with his ailing son Henry, General Lew Wallace prepared to make the territory of New Mexico a better place to live, both for its inhabitants and his wife Susan, whom he left behind in Crawfordsville, Indiana.
Sorry, Father. Maybe we could find somebody with a card and they can...
If no one was on hand to meet us, I doubt if anyone will risk being friendly to us now.
Why is everyone ignoring us?
Shiloh, son, Shiloh. They're probably hoping that they can persuade the bungler of Shiloh to turn around and go home before he bungles the job of governor.
But everybody's forgotten Shiloh except you, Father.
Well, what else could it be? Say, that must be the governor's mansion there, Henry.
Palace of the Governor. Some palace.
Well, at least it proves that they have a sense of humor. You know something? I have an idea we're going to need ours before we're through. Come on, let's go.
Your predecessor left last night for San Francisco. Discretion being the better part of valor.
Well, apparently you two gentlemen are the only Santa Fe people indiscreet enough to talk to me.
Sheriff Garrett and I are from Lincoln City. Came down purposely to talk to you. Houston Chapman.
Mr. Chapman?
The only honest lawyer in the territory except you, General.
Governor. My son, Henry, gentlemen. I'll help with the bags.
The back door to the executive mansion is open.
Oh, thank you, Sheriff.
It's all right, sir. Pat accidentally leaned against the door this morning, as we thought there were some papers in there we needed.
You accidentally went in.
That's right.
Well, it doesn't look as though the last governor was a very good housekeeper.
The cleanliness of the room measures up to his politics. If what I heard is true.
It is.
Well, I guess I'll go have a look at the living quarters.
Well, I take it that you two gentlemen didn't find what you came after.
We might have been a little high-handed, but we were hoping that by the time you got here, we'd have pieced together enough evidence to put you on the right track straight off. How much have you heard about the Lincoln County War?
Well, only the two factions are fighting it out for what they hope will be a complete monopoly of all New Mexico's ranching lands and natural resources.
With each employing professional killers, with crooked officials playing patsy with both sides.
It'll take me a couple of days to grasp things, Mr. Chapman. In the meantime, you can tell the clerk of the court that I order all records be made available to you.
Thank you.
I'll put it in writing if you like.
I doubt he could read. I'll take a run over there. That'll fill you in a little.
You've been probably wondering why Mr. Chapman and I have in such a hurry to see you, Governor Wallace. There's a conspiracy to keep you in complete ignorance long enough to settle things.
And naturally, both sides are confident of victory.
Uh-huh. They have arsenals large enough to stage a battle as big as Shiloh, and... Well, I'm sorry, Governor.
That's all right. I'll declare martial law if I have to, Sheriff. But even that won't do any good unless I do a little house cleaning first.
Well, I can give you a list of the known killers that I've arrested, only to have them turned free by court order. And Mr. Chapman, he can give you the name of each so-called respectable businessman, rancher, and territorial official.
It's Chapman. All right, I'll shoot the first man that tries to leave. Come on, line up. Come on, get down out of there. Get away from him. Line up, come on.
Who saw the killers? I asked a question. Every one of you must have witnessed the murder. Now I want an answer. Now look, I'm Lew Wallace, new governor of this territory. And you may as well understand right now that the days of lawlessness are over in New Mexico. You, what did you see?
Not a thing, Governor.
You know how many years you can get for withholding evidence in a murder case?
Now, I ain't withholding nothing. I was looking the other way.
You'll get nothing out of Parker, Governor. He's an old hand at this sort of thing.
2 or 3 men fired at him. What did they look like? What did you see?
No hablo inglés, señor.
Pues, voy a preguntar en español. ¿Quién lo ha matado?
No sé.
You can ask him in a dozen languages. And all the known Indian dialects. That won't do any good. I'll see that they get locked up, but I doubt if that'll make them talk either. Everybody's on somebody's payroll or scared out of their wits.
All right, come on, move out there.
Paula? Oh, Henry, I thought you were asleep.
I was just wondering when you were coming to bed.
As soon as I finish this chapter.
But it's after midnight, and it must have been close to dawn before you got to bed last night.
Well, I certainly can't spare time for my writing during the day. I got a long way to go on that book yet.
Well, what's the hurry?
I'm not an old man yet, Henry, but the years are passing, and I'm determined to be remembered when I'm gone.
Of course you'll be remembered.
For your mother's sake, and for yours as well as my own, I'd like it to be as the man who created the story of Ben-Hur. Not the blunderer of Shiloh or the impotent governor of New Mexico.
But you're accomplishing things here.
I can't even find a witness to the killing of my first friend in the territory.
Well, what's happened to Sheriff Garrett?
Well, he's got his hands full in Lincoln County. I've got others on the job, not that they haven't any luck. You know, if we could arrest and convict Chapman's killers, it'd serve notice on every outlaw in this territory that from now on, New Mexico...
What is it? Who's it from?
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid?
He swears that this is one of the guns that killed Chapman. That he'll testify against Chapman's murderers if I agree to his terms.
Which I will state to you if you will meet me in an hour at the old parish shack, which is out from town about... Father?
This is the one break that I've been praying for.
But he says to come alone and unarmed.
Well, I'm leaving the gun there.
Keep your hands away from your sides. Come in.
I'm Governor Wallace.
I'm Bonnie.
Billy the Kid.
Now, I might look like a kid. Don't get any ideas.
I came here to find out yours. The conditions you mentioned in your note.
You promised me a full pardon for everything I ever done. And I'll go into court and give you an eyewitness account of Chapman's murder.
My word enough?
Yeah, your word's good enough.
Agreed.
It was 3 of the Murphy gang. Jim Dolan, Bill Matthews, William Campbell. I can tell your boys where to pick them up.
They'll have to arrest you, too. I can't pardon you until you've stood trial.
I got that part all figured out.
Oh?
You see, I especially don't want anybody to think that I'm spilling what I know willingly. So we'll arrange a fake battle and I'll let your lawmen capture me.
Why are you doing this, Billy?
Anybody would do it for a full pardon.
You know I haven't got a shred of evidence against you that could stand up in court. Why?
Because I think them 3 had their hand in another killing. John Turnstile. He gave me the only honest job I ever had. My whole life, he was the only person that ever treated me decent.
I'll try to treat you decent, Billy.
You better, Mr. Governor. Because to me, a friend's a friend and an enemy's an enemy. You try any kind of double cross, and you'll find no matter how many changes you've made in New Mexico so far, I can still get away with murder.
And I will faithfully discharge my duties to the very utmost of my abilities. So help me God.
Congratulations, Judge Bristol.
Thanks to you, Governor.
It'll be a pleasure to have a man like you on the bench.
Well, I'll probably make my share of mistakes, but at least I'll try to be impartial, whether the man on the other side of the bench is Pat, or you, or Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid, say. Sheriff Garrett and I have to get over to the jail again and see Billy. I'll sign those later, Henry. You'll have to excuse me till later in the day, gentlemen. I can't see anybody else this morning.
Does that go for me, too?
Mother!
Susan!
Henry! Oh, dear! Oh, no.
Oh, pardon me, gentlemen. My wife.
That better be who she is.
I'll wait for you outside, Governor. I'll see you later, gentlemen. Susan, it's wonderful to see you. But what brings you here at a time like this?
Well, now, let me see. A sleeping car as far as Pueblo, and then the narrow gauge to Trinidad, and a buckboard the rest of the way. The driver's outside waiting to see where my luggage goes.
Oh, you're not staying, Susan. Ike was right, you know. This is no place for you or Henry.
Oh, Ike has a wonderful job lined up for Henry. He could take the buckboard as far as Trinidad if you wanted to go back east.
Susan, Henry is making his own decisions these days.
And I've already made mine. I'm staying. Go ahead and visit your desperado. Oh, looks like I'll have plenty to keep me busy before you get back.
Yeah, that's right. Half of the guns found in Murphy's warehouse are from Fort Stanton.
What was the name of the man who sold them?
Ritchie, yeah, that's it, Sergeant Ritchie. He worked in the quartermaster's office. Quartermaster knew what he was doing.
His name? Enough to turn a man's stomach. Cigars. Better food than I eat. Liquor, even. He ain't prisoner. He's a guest to the governor.
Yeah. Tell you the truth, Ollinger. I do think Wallace is coddling him too much. But he has gotten a lot of information out of the kid, though.
What about the commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Dudley? Ever hear anything to the effect that he
You
knows?
know these are right good.
Well, my wife baked them. Brought them all the way from Indiana. Have some more.
You can take my word for it. Wallace doesn't like that kid any more than you do. He just has to act chummy with him until he learns all he can from him.
Ollinger, Billy'd like another cup of coffee if you don't mind.
The pot's empty, but he's more than welcome to mine.
Hi, Billy. I can only get so much out of him at one time.
Well, at least most of it's checked out so far, isn't it?
Hey, Ollinger, how about that cup of coffee?
Enjoy it while you can. The hotel service ain't gonna last much longer.
What do you mean?
That as soon as the governor gets all the information he wants out of you, you're gonna be treated just like any other prisoner.
Wallace wouldn't double-cross me.
You think he lied to you or to his pal Garrett?
Is that what he said to Garrett? That he was just stringing me along?
That's right, Sonny. You'll learn.
I already have. So will Wallace. You tell him, Mr. Governor, that if I don't get him, one of my boys will.
I will pay $1,000 to any person or persons who will capture William Bonney, alias the Kid, and deliver him to any sheriff of New Mexico Territory. Signed, Lew Wallace, Governor of New Mexico Territory. Did you have to put it on such a personal basis?
Well, there's been a lot of loose talk about that agreement I made with Billy.
I've heard some of it.
I thought maybe that'd help set the record straight. I did promise to pardon him for his earlier crimes, but I certainly didn't give him any license to keep on killing. And I'll be happy to testify against him personally when he comes to trial.
If he's caught, and if you're still around.
Meaning?
That he's leading Garrett and his men a merry chase, heading away from Santa Fe, then circling back this way. Garrett finally found out why.
All right, why?
Because the Kid has seen one of these too. And he's sworn that if it's the last thing he ever does, he's gonna kill you before they take him. Garrett sent me word.
Well, why you?
For the same reason I asked you to come here, Lou. So your family wouldn't hear anything about it.
Well, Henry's going back home. And in almost 30 years of married life, I've never been able to keep a secret from Susan.
There's no sense in making a target of yourself.
Oh, he's probably halfway to the Mexican border by this time.
Servants could hardly wait to leave here tonight. According to them, he was seen near here early this morning.
Rumors, rumors. If he was here, why would Garrett be in Lincoln County trying to pick him up?
Lou, we've got to get out of here.
I want you to leave, Susan. I've been very concerned about you.
I said we, and I don't mean next week or even tomorrow. I mean now, tonight, Lou.
Susan.
I've got a feeling in my bones that he's going to be here tonight, and you haven't even put a guard posted outside.
Well, the men I can trust are needed someplace else, and besides, this time I think you're Boja.
Lou.
It's only a piece of tumbleweed being blown across the plaza.
I'm sorry. Is Ben-Hur really more important to you than your own life?
I told you it was only a piece of tumbleweed.
This time, yes, but I still
All
have a
right,
feeling.
yes, it is more important. I've got to get this finished, Susan. Leaving here wouldn't mean that I'd be safe from a killer like the kid. It'd only mean that I'd be wasting valuable writing time trying to escape. And if I die, this last chapter half finished, it might never be published. I'd still be remembered as the blunderer of Shiloh. This way, I may be remembered as the author of something that I feel is worthwhile.
Shiloh.
Yes, Shiloh still.
But even if you were to blame at Shiloh, you more than made up for it at Cincinnati, at Winchester, at the Anderson...
Susan, please! I've got to get it finished. Susan, when did you come to him?
I never left.
Look, darling. It's finished. Ben-Hur is finished.
Oh, Lou, that's wonderful.
Now, if anything should happen to me, I want you to send that manuscript to Mr. Joseph Henry Harper, Franklin Square, New York City.
Pat, you all right, sir? Ma'am?
I'm sorry it had to turn out like this, but I had to take a life.
Oh, I wouldn't feel too bad about it, Governor. You see, I'm afraid you've gotten a little rusty with a gun. You didn't come within a mile of him. It was Ed was here who got him. Shot him in the back, the way to shot you. And it wasn't Billy the Kid. He couldn't make it. It was one of his boys, like he promised.
Billy's still alive?
No, ma'am. That's what I was coming over here to tell you. I killed Billy the Kid at Fort Sumner 2 nights ago.
It seems a shame that you're leaving, now that you've got things just about cleaned up.
Yeah, the job's just about done. Now I'll have to go back to the private practice of law or something to help me pay off my debts.
Your book's still not doing so good, eh?
No, in almost 7 months, it's only paid me $300.
If it was only a matter of money, Lou wouldn't be so disappointed, but we both had such high hopes for the book.
Sure you don't want me to drive you to the station?
Oh, thanks very much, Judge. Susan and I like to walk across the plaza for the last time. At least we don't have to ride in a buckboard for 2 days going home. Goodbye, Judge.
Goodbye, Governor.
Susan.
Lou!
Well, what is it, Susan? Another message from the White House to atone for my sins?
No, it's from Mr. Harper. He can't explain it, but suddenly there's come a tremendous demand for Ben-Hur. They can't keep up with the editions. He predicts it will be the most widely read story in America. Isn't it wonderful news?
Wonderful seems like a pretty weak word, Susan.
The old wound stopped hurting.
Completely. For which I give thanks to you and to Ben-Hur.
This is a first edition of Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ. The edition was sold so poorly at first. Since that time, over 4 million copies have been published. And the phenomenally successful play and movies based on the book give further assurance that its author, General Lew Wallace, will long remain unforgotten. The start of the 20th century found Nevada in the depths of a 20-year depression. The great old bonanza days of the Comstock were over. A third of the population had moved away. No wonder a man like John Butler, who never cracked a book in his life, could hold down the job of district attorney of Nye County, for there was nothing to do. So, on May 18th, 1900, we find him camping at Tonopah Spring on a little prospecting trip. I call this story Birth of a Boom.
Ambrose! Consign that pearl. Maybe I should have fed him more flapjacks last night. He stayed closer to camp. Now I've got to waste hours hunting for him. Wind's blowing, it's going to get worse. Ambrose! Ambrose! You old lop-eared, sawed-off son of a gun. So you took shelter here, too, huh? Yeah. By golly, I guess you know I've wasted a half a day looking for you, don't you? Yeah. As good a place as any. Might as well stay right here till the wind dies down.
Hey, Rondo. You keep your hands off that oar.
I wouldn't have your filthy oar.
I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw a red-hot anvil with my bare hands.
If you're looking for a fight.
Hello?
Jim Butler.
How you doing?
Well, we're taking out a few dollars a day here, Jim. Nothing more.
You staying, all you're going to do is wear off some of that fat.
Well, now, thanks, but I got something a little closer to home myself and a lot more promising. Frank,
Yeah?
you're an ass there. What do you think of this?
It's good for nothing but ballast.
Well, I'd swear that black was silver.
Nah.
Run me an assay on it, and I'll give you an interest.
You got $1?
Oh.
And then I can't be bothered. I'm tired of making assays for free. This here stuff's worthless, Jim.
Well, Ambrose, looks like this has just been a wild goose chase. Might as well head back home.
Hey, Jim, will you be seeing Gert?
Likely to. She's my neighbor.
Well, give her my regards, will you?
All right. Come on, Ambrose. Let's go. I don't care what Frank Higgs says, Ambrose. I still think there's value in this ore. Yeah, I was about as welcome as South Klondike as a polecat at a garden party. Your young man sent his regards, Gert.
Which one?
Which one? How many you got, gal?
You take these ore samples into town and show them to Tasker Adi.
Adi? He ain't no mining man. He's a lawyer. And from New Jersey at that.
And doing all right in Nevada. Better than some native sons I know.
Now, I've been district attorney for 2 terms, Ma, and that ain't doing bad. Hey, there's an election coming up soon, ain't there?
The election was held last week, Jim. Tasker Adi was elected.
Tasker Adi? A little late, ain't it? That's a joke on me.
Jim, ain't you got any ambition whatsoever?
Well, sure I have, Ma. I'd like to strike it rich, and I'd like to buy a bigger ranch, and want some hired hands so I can rest a little more.
You take these in to Tasker Adi, or I'll take them myself.
Now, don't go getting your neck bowed, Ma. I'll drive into Belmont first thing tomorrow. I want to congratulate him anyhow.
Well, I'm no mineralogist, Jim. Your judgment is better than mine.
Well, I'd say it's likely looking ore.
Then let's run a report on it.
I'm broke. You pay for an assay on it, and I'll give you an interest. How's that?
Well, fine, except I'm broke, too.
Ain't even got $1?
Not till payday.
Yeah. Congratulations on winning the election.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Jim.
Oh, no, it ain't. The county needs a district attorney that studied law. Me, I just go by guess and by guy.
Yeah. Jim, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send these samples up to an assay man in Austin, Walter Gayart.
Will you do it for nothing?
No, but I'll offer him half interest of my interest.
You talk like a real Nevadian.
I'll write a letter tonight, and we'll send the samples up on the morning stage.
Well, good. I'll be at the ranch. Much as I dread it, I gotta start haying.
So long, Jim.
So long. On fire and wind. Just won't let up.
Mr. Butler! Mr. Butler!
Hello, Red Dog.
Got a letter for you.
Oh. Well, thanks. I'll read it as soon as I get this darn dust out of my eyes.
Mr. Adi say, run fast. Very important.
Mr. Adi?
Yeah.
Suffering snake bites.
Hello, Red Dog. What happened?
Big letter. Dropped dead.
Over $500 a ton. Gold and silver. Jim, it's another Comstock.
How much ground did you stake?
Didn't stake nothing.
You put up a location marker.
No.
Jim, no monument at all.
Don't worry. I can find a place again.
Well, you get right out there and locate.
I will. As soon as my hand's done.
Jim Butler.
First things first, Ma.
If you don't hustle right out there, somebody else will beat you to it. You know how news like this gets out.
Oh, I won't tell anyone, Mrs. Jim. Not a living soul.
Shoshone Pete told me. He got it from an engine they call Red Dog.
$500 a ton. I can't believe it.
Kid, you blasted idiot not to run an assay.
Well, I'll get the samples and run an assay right now. I know just where I threw them.
Rondo took them.
Eh?
Well, what if I did? Higgs said they was worthless.
Well, you fetch them out pronto. And you and Johnny start grinding them up while I fire my furnace. If that stuff assays anything like he said, there's going to be a stampede at Tonopah Spring.
We'll get him.
Gold! Silver! Strike! It's a strike! Gold and silver! It's a strike!
All right, Jim. The haying's done. Now, will you locate?
No use getting all steamed up, Ma. Nobody but me knows where that outcropping is.
And by now, I'll bet you've forgotten. This'll turn out to be another of them lost mines. The Lost Butler Mine.
I can walk straight to it.
We ain't walking. We're riding.
We? Now, look, Ma, me and Tasker can have...
Cascarati's tied up with legal business in Austin. We'll stake for him, but we ain't waiting. We're headed for Tonopah. Now get out there and hitch up that buckboard.
Ma, let me finish my dinner.
Don't argue with me. Get out there and hitch it up. First things first.
Whoa! I told you I could find a place, Ma. There's the ledge right there.
Well, let's start locating, quick.
All right. Desert Queen, that's in Ma's and my name, and the Burrow, that's in yours, and the Mizpah.
I located that.
Don't know where she got that name.
But, Jim, it's engraved inside my wedding ring.
It is?
Yes, it means,
The Lord watch between me and thee, when we are absent, one from another.
I'll be darned. I staked out 8 claims in all.
Good. And the next thing is to start development work. I got a good strong back, Jim.
Johnny Reagan's got a wagon outfit we can use for hauling, if we give him an interest.
Regan?
One of the boys down to South Klondike. Nice fella.
Then we'll cut Regan in.
I'll cook for you.
Well, Ma, what? All right.
I think I know where I can get $25 capital. We'll pay it back on our first load of ore. Well, Jim, there goes our first load to the smelter.
Nothing to do now but go home and wait for the returns.
Hello, Rondo. What do you got in there? You can see for yourself. Ore from Tonopah? Yeah? You dirty double-crosser. Leaving us in the lurch. They took me in because I had this wagon outfit. Don't look like much of a wagon to me. Looks to me like it's liable to break down any time. What do you think, boys? Hey, what are you doing?
Well, folks, here it is. A check from the smelter for 2 tons of ore. $800.
Yes, sir. $800. Take a look at that, Ma.
$400 a ton. From the Miss Pop.
Now, Ma.
We owe a vote of thanks to our young partner here. He got some pretty rough treatment on the way to the smelter. Wagon attacked and overturned.
Johnny, who?
Well, it was just some sore heads.
You see, Ma, all your worries are over. I told you I'd be a success, didn't I? We're really in business now. Nothing can stop us.
Well, this means fortunes for all of us. But it means more than that. It means that the long slump in Nevada is broken. There's going to be a boom, I predict. A rush as great as the Comstock rush. To Jim Butler.
To Tonopah.
To Nevada.
To Gert and Johnny.
Kurt, what are you doing here?
Same as everybody. I wanted to see the activity. Buildings are certainly going up fast.
Johnny bring you down?
No, he's much too busy at the mine. I hear he's really making a lot of money.
He's got nothing on me. I've staked the richest claim in Tonopah, right in the heart of the main lode.
Tony, that's wonderful.
And, speaking of hearts...
Tony, this is no time to talk of love.
I've got $5,000 cash. I'll give it to you for a wedding present. And there's more where that came from.
You better hang on to it.
Gert.
I'm not ready to make up my mind about anyone just yet. Come on.
I never dreamed I'd live to see the day when I could just sit back and have the money rolling in.
You know Jim had fixed it so he didn't have to lift his hand.
Got all my holdings leased to the end of the year. Somebody else does the work and I get 25% of the output. And I still own the mines.
Who drew up the contracts, Jim?
Contracts? Shucks, I just told him to go ahead.
You got nothing in writing?
Oh, you think I want to be bothered signing 116 different documents?
Jim can trust him. And they trust Jim. My husband's the most honest man on the desert.
Mr. Roddy, Mr. Butler, word from Tonopah. Somebody jumped the Mizpah.
The Mizpah?
Mine.
Let's go. Come on, Brad.
Nobody here. Lucky for them.
What are you gonna do?
That's the stuff. Burn it up. Not to monkey with our claims.
So, when I got back, I found that the tent had been burnt down.
Burnt the tent down? But I can't believe Mr. Audie or the Butlers would have done such a thing.
Well, then who does that leave? Your friend, Johnny Regan.
But why would he? Why?
Because he's got it in for me. He knows I'm in love with you, and he'll stop at nothing. Why have witnesses?
I'm absolutely shocked.
Well, not as shocked as he'll be when he learns there was $5,000 hidden in that tent.
5,000?
The 5,000 I told you about.
Oh, Tony.
But I'll sue him for it, and I'll collect.
I hope you do.
How do you do, sir? Nice to have you with us, Mr. You're Wyatt Earp?
I am.
The Marshal of Dodge City and Tombstone?
I was.
Well, welcome to Tonopah, Mr. Earp. It's really nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
I'll give you a very nice room in number 101, right down in front. $336,000 for the 8 original discovery claims.
That's the offer our syndicate made you, and I understand from Mr. Oddie you've decided to accept it.
That's right, sir.
Here's a check for $200,000 representing your share, Mr. Butler.
Thank you.
Here's a check for $63,000 for your interest, Mr. Regan. Mr. Oddie has elected to take part of his payment in the stock of our new company, the Tonopah Mining Company. And I'm happy to say has agreed to be its first manager. I thank you all, and may the year 1902 be a happy one for you.
I guess we all know what Johnny's going to do with his money. Get married.
Congratulations, Johnny. She's a wonderful gal.
Well, I can't thank you folks enough for cutting me in on this deal. Oh, there she is now. Hey, Gert. Look at this.
Mr. Turner.
Yes?
My name's Rondo, and I have a small claim against your company for some property damage.
Take it up with our manager, will you?
Well, it's only a matter of $5,000.
Mr. Oddie takes care of all such cases. Oddie, you will find him at our office just 2 doors down the street.
I'll go out with anybody I please.
Gert, he's a low-down thief.
You're a fine one to talk, you incendiary.
If you're talking about that tent we burned, I can...
And the money. You didn't know he had $5,000 in there, did you?
I don't believe it. Just another of his lies.
Just wait till he sues you.
A claim jumper bringing suit? That's a laugh.
Claim jumper?
Yes, he was on our ground, the Mizpah.
I don't believe it.
Ask the Butlers. Ask Oddie. Look, Gert, please.
I'll be in Philadelphia if you need to reach me.
Well, everything's pretty well set now. I don't anticipate any trouble.
By the way, did a fellow named Rondo come to see you?
No, why?
He claims the company owes him damages. I referred him to you.
Good. I'd like a chance to tell him to go to blazes.
Whatever arises, I'm sure you can cope with it. Believe me, Tasker, it's a great satisfaction to be leaving the company affairs in such good hands.
Thank you, sir.
Turner, the big cheese of the outfit's gone back east. This is our chance to jump the Desert Queen. All we gotta do is dig a hole 10 feet down on the vein proper. And we got a valid location, according to the mining laws in Nevada. All right, get your horses. Makes a pretty good time. We'll soon be down 10 feet and the ground will be ours.
What's this?
You're too late, Oddie.
Oh, no, I'm not. You're not sinking the shaft 1 inch deeper.
Now get out of there. We're 6 to 1 and you ain't even armed. Get out.
I don't take orders from claim jumpers.
I'll give you 5 to get out. 1. 2. You got both feet in the grave, Oddie. 3. 4.
Wait a minute. This ground belongs to the Tonopah Mining Company.
Now, ain't that interesting?
You'll have to get off.
Who says so?
I do.
And who the devil are you?
I'm Wyatt Earp.
And I'm Wild Bill Hickok. And this is Bat Masterson. And this is, My gosh, it is Earp.
Pick up your stuff and clear out. And if you know what's good for you, you'll be out of Tonopah by sundown.
Thanks, Marshal.
Just plain Wyatt Earp.
On the 4th of July, Tonopah staged a big celebration. The parade was led by Jim Butler and Ambrose.
Hi, Pa!
Jim bought a big ranch over near Bishop, where he and Mrs. Jim lived happily for the rest of their lives. Speaking of being happy, and men like Wyatt Earp made Tonopah an orderly camp. Tasker Oddie was elected to the Nevada Senate, later became governor of the state, and finally United States Senator from Nevada. And that's the story of Tonopah, the discovery that lifted Nevada out of a 20-year depression and launched the great bonanza of our century. Our story tonight concerns Quanah, son of an Indian chief, and Cynthia Parker, a white woman taken captive in a Comanche raid. Quanah's story is inseparable from that of an old-fashioned gas jet, a very commonplace object. But this particular gas jet played an uncommonly vital part in a murder trial and in the rendering of tribal justice.
A white man comes.
It is only Kiley, the Indian agent.
And is he not a white man?
I will persuade him to go, and without a gun. My father, early this morning.
Why didn't you let me know, Quanah?
Many things must be done when a chief dies. There was no time.
To travel the few miles to my office? The others wouldn't let you, isn't that it?
They felt the white men would not mourn the death of one more Indian.
There have been too many killings on both sides, but at least the white men in Fort Worth want to be friends. I came with an invitation for you to go to their city. They want to talk.
Talk? About what?
About things that can bring good both to the Indian and to the white man. They send word that...
My father would have words with you, Quanah Parker.
It is better that you go now. It is a troubled night.
What did he want?
He wants us to go to the city of Fort Worth. There are those there who would make talk with us about important things.
We shall not go to the camp of the enemy.
But they only wish to talk of ways to bring good to our people.
Were you not the son of a white woman, you would not believe their lies.
I am also the son of Nokone.
If you think you are chief, know this. Only a full-blooded Comanche will rule our tribe.
You speak strongly, Yellow Bear. Would you have spoken thus if my father could hear your words?
My brother is with his ancestors. It is now for me to decide.
Decide what?
That my son Lean Bear shall rule our tribe.
You may be older and wiser than I, but you are not stronger.
My son is young. He is my strength. Shall I prove the truth of my father's words?
This is not a night for quarreling. I'm sorry, Tunaisi, I did not see you.
One whose head is bent in defeat sees little.
Yellow Bear holds his high as a peacock's, yet he cannot see that our lands will remain fallow and our people plagued with sickness, ignorance, if we refuse to deal with the white man.
A chief must give orders in such a way that no one can disobey.
Thank you, Tanaisi. I needed your words. My father is dead. Do you now sit around planning my burial?
As long as I am eldest of the Quahadi tribe, you will be dealt with fairly, Quama.
You still wish us to go to the meeting with the white men?
They have asked to speak with our leaders. An invitation from the white men to come to their city can only mean that they want something from us. True, but we cannot know what unless we listen to their talk. If you will not come with me, I will go alone. Wait, we will go with you. But I warn you, it will accomplish nothing. We will go in hate, and the white men will greet us in hate.
Welcome to Fort Worth.
High off the horses, boys.
We're sure glad to see you.
Right this way, gentlemen. Happy to have you as guests of the hotel.
We've spared no expense. Reserved the best rooms in the house for you.
Wait till you see the feed we're having in your honor. Food fit for kings. Or chiefs, I should say. There you are.
Let's face it, this land of yours isn't going to be worth anything to anybody, unless you put it to some use.
Cattle need grass. Nice fresh grass. We haven't got it. But you do on your reservation. With your help, we could make this place a first-class cattle center.
The Great White Father has given us the land to do with as we choose.
That's what we're trying to tell you. You're letting it go to waste.
Well, what we should have said in the first place is that we don't want something for nothing. We're perfectly willing to pay for grazing rights.
This money, will it be enough to buy medicine, build hospitals, schools?
Even more than that, Quana.
Always before, the white men have taken what they wanted. Why do they ask now?
Because we can't get away with it anymore. The government sees to that.
Maybe so. Enough talk. I am tired.
Of course. It's been a long day, and we can make decisions just as easily in the morning. Jensen.
Yes, Mr. Ashley.
Would you please show our guests to their rooms? We'll get together first thing in the morning.
Sleep well, gentlemen. I'll wake you for breakfast.
This way, please. I see no reason for not accepting their offer. Well, what are your reasons? I know you are not asleep, Yellow Bear. Well, answer me. You think I side with them because I have white blood. But the heart which pumps that blood is an Indian heart. I want only what is good for our people. If I were less of an Indian, perhaps I could sleep in this white man's teepee. Maybe in the open air, I can think things out. If it were not that I feared dividing the tribe into two camps, I would not plead with you.
I would order.
Mr. Quanah, Mr. Yellow Bear.
What is wrong? What has happened to Yellow Bear?
He may be a goner.
Where are you going?
There's a doctor in the hotel if he hasn't left yet.
Doctor, someone's sick inside. You're needed.
You have a doctor of your own here in town.
There isn't time.
Oh, there certainly isn't. The stage is due any minute.
But this is an emergency.
There'll be an emergency if I'm not in San Francisco by the time my family arrives. I can't afford to miss connection.
Doctor, a man's dying.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Hold the coach if you can. What room?
17.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
He is dead.
Yes.
How did he die?
Anoxia. Lack of oxygen.
What made him die?
I'm telling you, lack of oxygen. Asphyxiation.
White men's words. What do they mean?
His lungs couldn't get enough air. He choked to death.
There is only one who would want to choke my father. The one who was with him through the night.
Parker, you've been given a fair trial. Now it becomes my duty to tell you that you will be executed by rifle fire 6 moons hence. Until such time, you are free to go. For our forefathers have taught us the meaning of the word honor. Remember this word. when the day arrives for your return.
It is good of you to come to say goodbye to Nicey.
Don't come back, Quanah. You have white blood in your veins. There's no need for you to abide by the red man's code.
If I dishonor the red man, do I not also dishonor the white man?
What will you do? Where will you go?
To find out the truth about Yellow Bear's death.
Guess the only thing we can do is move them to Abilene.
That drive's 120 miles. Dry land every inch of the way. We'd lose half our cattle before we got there.
I wish a room.
I'm sorry. All the rooms are taken.
Perhaps I can camp on the edge of town. There are things I must learn here.
You can start out by learning that the climate here is unhealthy for you. Our cattle are dying on account of you.
What Dr. Huggins said. He could not have meant it the way it sounded.
Huggins?
Where can I find him?
He's a doc who was stopping here same time they were. Left right after he examined Yellow Bear. Headed for San Francisco.
This San Francisco, is it a faraway place?
1,700 miles.
Then I must start at once.
Alone? You'll never make it.
It's my only chance.
Better men than you have died on the trail there.
Dr. Huggins? Dr. Huggins? Dr. Huggins, can you tell me what?
What do you want?
I'm looking for a Dr. Huggins. Is he here?
No.
I was told this was his house. I asked many people where I might find him. Finally, one man said...
This is his house, but he isn't here. He's dead.
Dead?
He never got to San Francisco. He was killed on the way here. Killed by Indians.
Bobby! Bobby! What are you doing?
He's an Indian.
Now, look. If your father had been thrown by a bronco, we couldn't go around destroying every horse in the country.
But he came here looking for Pa.
Well, then he obviously couldn't have been one of the band that attacked the stagecoach, or he would have known he was dead.
I am sorry for your loss.
It happened months ago.
It's been more than 4 moons since I left Texas to find him. My horse died on the way. I barely survived myself.
You walked all the way from Texas in search of my husband? I'm sorry it was all for nothing.
But he's an Indian, Ma.
I do not blame him for being bitter. I wanted to end all the senseless killing between white men and Indians. But now, it is hopeless.
But perhaps I can help.
Only the doctor could have helped me.
But you look so tired and hungry. Won't you come in for a while? There's plenty of food.
You are very kind. But I must go back. There's little time.
There's always time for a little nourishment and rest. Come along.
This is a fine house.
The doctor wanted me to have all the modern conveniences when we got to California. Well, he'd smoke coffee.
I'll do it for you, Ma.
Perhaps you have need of more wood for the stove. I would be happy to chop some for you before I leave.
Thank you. But this is one of the new gas stoves. It doesn't need any wood.
Fire without wood?
Bobby, you want to kill us?
I couldn't find the matches.
Well, you ought to find them first. We could all be asphyxiated.
A stove that doesn't burn wood? What does it burn?
Gas.
Gas? And it is the same as that which burns in this light?
Yes.
And it can kill?
Of course it can. If it isn't lit, turn it on.
I come with proof. I did not kill Yellow Bear.
Your trial has long since passed. It is the time of your execution.
I have kept faith with my people. My people must keep faith with me.
Your people. I am chief of the Quahadi.
Not while I live. But you may appoint the men who must come with me to the white man's city.
Why?
The proof lies there. The proof that Yellow Bear died from gas. From bad air.
From bad air? You have lost your reason. Or is it a white man's trick?
It is the truth. In this city, all know of the danger of this bad air. The Indian agent could explain it.
It is only a way to delay your punishment. We will not go with you. Prepare to meet death.
I command you to learn the truth first.
If the Indian agent can explain it, we will let him. If he cannot, the execution will be held at dawn.
I can do better than explain it. I can demonstrate it.
How? You have gas here.
Well, not a stove, but they put pipes and a light fixture in just last week. Here it is.
And that will kill?
It certainly can. Take a whiff of it.
It has an evil smell.
Kylie has always been Quana's friend. Perhaps they planned this thing together.
I haven't seen Quana since the week you sentenced him.
How do we know that? And how do we know the bad air can kill?
Would you like to try it?
I am not on trial.
Try it on me, Quana. If the gas can kill, prove it.
You want me to kill you to prove my innocence?
If you die...
I know I could breathe no more of that foul air. It shall take no further lives. Neither hers, nor yours, Quana. You are free.
The Quahada Comanches had every reason to be grateful that Quana's life was spared. He leased the surplus pasture land to the cattlemen and developed into a shrewd businessman who fostered building and agriculture, education, and a public health program. And in gratitude for his friendship and services to them, the white men designated a town in Hardman County, right here on the map, as Quanah, Texas.
আসলে আমাদের কোনো প্ল্যানিং ছিলই না কাউকে এলিমিনেট করার। কিন্তু
আপনাকে টপ 9-এ আসতে হবে, এন্ড আপনি যখন টপ 9-এ আসবেন তখন আপনার জন্য র্যাঙ্কিং ওয়াইজ অনেক অ্যাডভান্টেজেস থাকবে।
কুমু জোরে আসুন।
আমাদের শেরাধুনির ট্রেডিশন অনুযায়ী there is this black scarf যেটা আমাদের টপ স্কোরার অলওয়েজ পায়। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
আমি প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ পেয়েছি। আমি আমার এই ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ বা স্কোরিং বার মার্কটা আমি যেটা সেট করেছি এটা আমি মেনটেন করার চেষ্টা করব।
নাতাশা, আপনি কিছু বলতে চান মুনিমকে নিয়ে?
আমি আসলে অনেক বেশি এক্সপেকটেশন ছিল আমার, বাট ওনার নার্ভাসনেস ছিল অনেক বেশি। তারপর ভেবেছিলাম যে কিছু একটা বেটার হবে, বাট আনফরচুনেটলি সে আসলে ওভাবে করতে পারে।
ওকে, মুনিম কিছু বলতে চান?
আমার নিজের কাছ থেকে এক্সপেকটেশন এর চেয়ে ভালো ছিল। আনফরচুনেটলি আমি আমার মতো করে আউটকামটা দিতে পারিনি।
ওকে, এখন স্কোরটা আমরা দেখে নেই। লেটস হ্যাভ আ লুক। 15.2 আউট অফ 30। ওয়েল, আজকে আমরা জেনে গেছি আমাদের 10 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের স্কোর, এবং আজকের টপার হচ্ছেন নাশিতা বাশার। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। আউট অফ 30, 26.6। আমাদের প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জ উৎসবের স্বাদ, এবং দুদিন কিন্তু শেষ হয়েছে। তো 2 পর্ব মিলিয়ে আমাদের হাইয়েস্ট স্কোরার হচ্ছে কুমু। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। আউট অফ 30, 27.2। এবার বটম 2 পেয়ে গেছি, যারা দুজন আজ এই মহামঞ্চ থেকে বাড়ি ফিরবে। আমরা স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখবো এবং দেখে নেব কোন দুজন বাড়ি ফিরছেন। Let's have a look. Dr. Munim Hossain, out of 30 পেয়েছেন 15.2. Sharmin Saba Lina, তিনি পেয়েছেন out of 30, 15.6. ডাক্তার মুনিম, আপনি আজকে বলতে গেলে দ্বিতীয় জীবন পেয়েছিলেন, কারণ গত পর্বে যখন আপনি আসলে একটা রেসিপি পেলেন, সেটা ছিল কুমুর রেসিপি, যে রেসিপি দিয়ে তিনি কিন্তু প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জের হাইয়েস্ট স্কোরার হয়েছেন, এবং আপনি সেটা করতে পারবেন না বলেই কিন্তু আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকেরা সেটা পরিবর্তন করেছিলেন, কারণ রেসিপিটা বুঝতে সমস্যা হচ্ছিল আপনার। সো আজকে ছিল আপনার জন্য সেকেন্ড চান্স, এবং খুব একটা কঠিন রেসিপি আপনি পাননি, বাট সেই আশানুরূপ আউটপুটটা আপনার কাছ থেকে আমরা পাইনি। একই সাথে লিনা, মোরগ পোলাও ছিল আপনার রেসিপি, বাট সেই মোরগ পোলাওয়ের প্রপার কালারই আসেনি আপনার। খাবারটা পুরোটাই যেত, আপনার যিনি মেন্টর ছিলেন তিনিও সেই কথা বলেছেন। আমি ঠিক জানি না, হাত কিন্তু মাইমুনারও কেটে গিয়েছিল, বাট মাইমুনা খুব গুড পারফরমেন্স দিয়েছে। সো এটা একটা মহামঞ্চে টিকে থাকতে হলে আপনাকে প্রতিটা সেকেন্ড লড়াই করতে হবে। ওকে, তার মানে আমাদের সেরা 20 থেকে আজ বিদায় নিচ্ছেন দুজন। তারা হলেন ফরিদপুরের ডক্টর মুনিম এবং সেই সাথে রাজশাহীর লিনা। এবার ছাড়তে হচ্ছে মহামঞ্চ, কিন্তু অবশ্যই নেক্সট টাইম বেটার লাক। এক মিনিট
লিনা এবং ডক্টর মুনিম, আপনি আপনার জায়গায় যান প্লিজ। আপনিও চলে আসুন। আমার কিছু কথা ছিল। সবাইকেই এরকম বাজে পারফরমেন্সের জন্যই কিন্তু স্কোর কম পাবে এবং এই মঞ্চ ছেড়ে চলে যেতে হবে। কিন্তু এই ঈদের সময় আসলে আমাদের কোনো প্ল্যানিং ছিলই না কাউকে এলিমিনেট করার। কিন্তু পরবর্তীতে সেটা আর হবে না। তবে এই 2 পর্ব উৎসবের স্বাদ এবং আগামী থিম যেটা থাকছে, এই দুটো থিম মিলিয়ে আপনাদের স্কোর কিউমুলেটিভ করে যে বটম 2 থাকছেন তারা অবশ্যই এলিমিনেট হচ্ছেন।
আসলে অনেক কিছুই তো হলো, অনেক নাটকীয়তা। ভাগ্য নির্ধারণ করার আরেকটা সুযোগ কিন্তু এখানে সবাই পেয়ে গেলে তোমরা যারা লোয়েস্ট স্কোরার, আমি বলবো নেক্সটে কিন্তু এটা আর থাকছে না।
নেক্সট এপিসোডে, সিরিজ অফ এপিসোডে 20 থেকে 18 হয়ে যাবে, and then you will be divided into 18. Top 9 হওয়াটা is very important for you guys, for everyone. আপনাদের ফাইট এটা হতে পারে না যে আমি জাস্ট সার্ভাইভ করব। আপনাকে টপ 9-এ আসতে হবে, and আপনি যখন টপ 9-এ আসবেন তখন আপনার জন্য র্যাঙ্কিং ওয়াইজ অনেক অ্যাডভান্টেজেস থাকবে।
কুমু চলে আসুন।
আমাদের শেরাধুনির ট্রেডিশন অনুযায়ী there is this black scarf যেটা আমাদের টপ স্কোরার অলওয়েজ পায়। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
আমি প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ পেয়েছি। আমি আমার এই ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ বা স্কোরিং বার মার্কটা আমি যেটা সেট করেছি এটা আমি মেনটেন করার চেষ্টা করব নিজের জন্য।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। আরও একবার আপনার জায়গায় চলে যাবে।
আজকের পর্ব মিলিয়ে কিউমুলেটিভ স্কোরে বটম 2 কিন্তু আজকে বাদ পড়ে যাবেন।
যার ভাগ্যে যেই দেশ পড়বে সেই কুজিনের সাথে আজকের ফিশ নিয়ে আপনাদেরকে রেসিপিটা তৈরি করতে হবে। আমরা শুরু করতে পারি না আজকে? আজকে তো শুরু করতেই হবে। আর তোমার কাছে তো ফিশ বোল সবসময় রাখা থাকে, সেটা ছাড়া কিভাবে শুরু করব?
ফিশ বোল আমার হাতে চলে এসেছে। আপনারা আজকে যারা রান্না করবেন পার্টিসিপেন্টস একে একে করে এসে আপনাদের চিপস নিয়ে যাবেন।
আরও একবার মনে করিয়ে দিতে চাই, গত পর্বে আপনারা নিজেরাই দেখেছেন যার ভাগ্যে যেই দেশ পড়বে সেই কুজিনের সাথে আজকের ফিশ নিয়ে আপনাদেরকে রেসিপিটা তৈরি করতে হবে।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকে কিন্তু ফিশ ফিউশনের আমাদের দ্বিতীয় পর্ব। গত পর্ব এবং আজকের পর্ব মিলিয়ে কিউমুলেটিভ স্কোরে বটম 2 কিন্তু আজকে বাদ পড়ে যাবেন। সো নিজের বেস্টটা দিয়ে আপনারা আপনাদের ডিশটা তৈরি করার চেষ্টা করবেন।
আপনাদের চ্যালেঞ্জে অ্যাডভান্টেজ পেতে হলে টপ র্যাঙ্কিংয়ে থাকতে হবে, এতটুক তো ক্লিয়ার। অ্যাডভান্টেজের কথা যখন বলছি, there is another advantage এই মঞ্চে, which is the black scarf. আজকেও সেম হবে, টপ স্কোরার will receive the black scarf, and obviously black scarf-এর স্পেশাল অ্যাডভান্টেজ থাকবে, যেটা আজকে পাবেন কুমু। ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফের কি অ্যাডভান্টেজ এটা আমরা একটু পরে বলছি।
তাহলে জাজেস শুরু করা যাক ফিশ ফিউশন।
না, ওয়েট। শুরু করা যাক কিভাবে? এখনো তো ওই যে ছোট ছোট মাছগুলো আসি।
ও আই সো সরি, ভুলে গিয়েছিলাম। ফিশ কোথায়? দ্রুত ফিশ নিয়ে আসুন।
কি কি ফিশ আছে সেটা দেখার আগে আপনাদের কাছে কোন কোন দেশ আছে সেটা আগে দেখে নিই। তার মানে কোন কোন কুজিন পড়ছে। আমরা প্রথমে যাচ্ছি অসিতের কাছে,
থাইল্যান্ড।
থাইল্যান্ড খুবই সহজ।
এরপর যাব রূপার কাছে,
আফ্রিকা।
আফ্রিকা। এরপর যাব সেজুতি, মানে আমার জান,
মালয়েশিয়া।
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 নেক্সট কুমু।
চায়না।
এরপর নিশাত।
আমার পড়েছে ফ্রান্স।
ফ্রান্স।
বাহ।
এরপর জানতে চাই নাশিতা।
মিডল ইস্ট।
মিডল ইস্ট, ওয়াও।
যেহেতু আমার জন্ম মিডল ইস্টে, সো মিডল ইস্টার্ন কুজিন সম্পর্কে আমার অনেক আইডিয়া ছিল। যদিও ফিশ নিয়ে আমার সেরকম আইডিয়া ছিল না, বাট প্রত্যেকটা খাবারে কী ধরনের মশলা যায়, কোন প্রসেসে রান্না করতে হয় এবং খেতে কেমন লাগে আমার সেই আইডিয়া ছিল। সো এটা আমার জন্য আসলে একটা বেনিফিট ছিল।
লাকি, তোমার কোন দেশের কুইজিন পড়েছে?
আমি আজকে ব্রাজিল পেয়েছি।
ব্রাজিল।
ফিশ বল থেকে আমার কুইজিনটা বের হলো, খোলার পরে দেখলাম যে ব্রাজিল কুইজিন। আমি তো দেখে অবাক যে আল্লাহ, কিভাবে কি করব, জীবনে কখনো করিনি।
তামান্না।
ঘানা।
ঘানা।
ওরে বাবা।
আমার ভাগ্যে পড়েছিল ঘানা কুইজিন, যেটা আমি কখনো রান্না করিনি এবং এটা দেখে আমি খুবই কনফিউজড হয়ে গিয়েছিলাম যে কি করব না করব।
লাস্ট পার্টিসিপেন্টস দিবা।
ইউনাইটেড কিংডম।
গুড।
প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জ উৎসবের স্বাদ এবং দ্বিতীয় চ্যালেঞ্জ স্বাদের বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ, এই দুই চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে টপ 20 থেকে বটম 2 কিন্তু আজকে এই মঞ্চ থেকে এলিমিনেট হবে। আজকে আমাদের 10 জন প্রতিযোগী একজন করে আসবেন, আপনাদের রেসিপিগুলো কালেক্ট করবেন।
প্লিজ চলে আসুন আপনারা। এবার তো খুব আগ্রহ বেড়ে গেল কার কি রেসিপি সেটা জানার জন্য। সবাই সবার রেসিপি পেয়ে গেছেন, এবার আমাদের সবার আগ্রহ বেড়ে গেছে যে আপনাদের রেসিপিগুলো কি সেটা জানার জন্য।
প্রথমে আমরা জানতে চাইবো, উর্মি আপনি কি পেয়েছেন রেসিপি?
চিকেন পাই উইথ পেঞ্জেস, ক্রিমি মাছ অ্যান্ড সতে পিয়াজ।
এবার জানতে চাইবো সাফায়েতের কাছে।
আমি আজকে পেয়েছি স্পাইসড বিফ অ্যান্ড অ্যাপ্রিকট টেগিন উইথ টোস্টেড অ্যালমন্ড অ্যান্ড কুসকুস।
রূপা।
আমি আজকে পেয়েছি চিকেন পেপার বিফ, বক চয় অ্যান্ড হোমমেড নুডলস রামেন।
জিনাত, আজকের কি আছে দেখি।
আমি আজকে পেয়েছি রোস্টেড টমেটো অ্যান্ড চিজ স্টাফ ক্রিস্পি চিকেন বেস্ট উইথ মাশরুম রিসোটো।
সাইমা, দেখি তোমার ভাগ্যে কি আছে।
আমি আজকে পেয়েছি লেমন গ্রাস স্কোয়ার্ট প্রন বলস উইথ প্রন বিস্ক ইন এ হোমমেড ব্রেড বোল।
অসিত, তোমার কি কি রেসিপি পেয়েছো একটু শুনি।
Spiced beef and date empandas with green pea hummus and tamarind glaze.
নেক্সট নাশিতা, আপনি কি রেসিপি পেয়েছেন আজকে?
আমি পেয়েছি সুইট অ্যাপেল অ্যান্ড ব্যানানা টফি পাই উইথ হানি অরেঞ্জ ড্যাটসন।
নসিন মুবাশিরা, কি রেসিপি পেয়েছেন আজকে?
আমি পেয়েছি স্পাইসি তেরিয়াকি চিকেন উইথ গার্লিক ব্রোকলি অ্যান্ড লেয়ার্ড ইন বাউ।
মুনিম, আপনি কি রেসিপি পেয়েছেন?
আমি আজকে পেয়েছি ডার্ক চকলেট অ্যান্ড চিলি মুজ ডার্ট উইথ স্ট্রবেরি কোলিজ অ্যান্ড ক্যারামেল পপকর্ন টপিং, কোকোয়া টার্ট শেল।
মুনিমকে নিয়ে আসলেই খুব টেনশনে আছি যে কোনোভাবে যেন মুনিম আজকে ভালোটা করে ফেলে, তো তাহলে হয়তো আমি আজকে টেনশন থেকে কিছুটা রিলিফ হব।
জাজেস, বাকি রয়েছে শুধু কুমো, এটা একটু আমি জানি।
আমি খুব এক্সাইটেড তার রেসিপি জানার জন্য।
আমিও। কুমো,
আপনার রেসিপি কি?
Honey ginger means beef and broccoli stir fry with crispy homemade mozzarella nachos.
কুমু, কালকের রেসিপিটা আপনি দেখেছেন অ্যান্ড আজকের রেসিপিটা আপনার হাতে আছে, কোনটা মনে হয় বেটার করতে পারতেন?
গতকালকেটা আমার প্রেজেন্টেশন আমি করলে একটু অন্যভাবে করতাম, কিন্তু আমি ওইটাতে দুইটা জিনিসে একটু কনফিউজ ছিলাম, যার কারণে আমি করতে চাইনি এটা। আর আজকে নাচোসও আমরা সবাই পছন্দ করি এবং এইটাও আমি করতে পারবো।
নাইস, গুড লাক কুমু।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, গত পর্বের মতোই কুকিংয়ের জন্য থাকবে হলো 2 আওয়ার্স, মানে 2 ঘন্টা। আর আমাদের রাঁধুনি গ্রোসারি শপের জন্য থাকছে 15 মিনিট। সবশেষে কস্টিং এবং ক্লিনিংয়ের জন্য থাকছে 15 মিনিট।
সবাইকে আবার একটু মনে করিয়ে দিতে চাই, আমাদের প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জ উৎসবের স্বাদ এবং দ্বিতীয় চ্যালেঞ্জ স্বাদের বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ, এই 2 চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে টপ 20 থেকে বটম 2 কিন্তু আজকে এই মঞ্চ থেকে এলিমিনেট হবে।
আর এর সাথে আমি অ্যাড করতে চাই, আপনাদের আজকের চ্যালেঞ্জটা শুধু এটার জন্যই হবে না যে আমি এলিমিনেটেড হব না, আপনাদেরকে ফাইট করতে হবে টপ 9-এ যাওয়ার জন্য। কারণ আমি আগেও বলেছি, টপ 9-এ যখন যাবেন আপনাদের নেক্সট এপিসোডে, নেক্সট চ্যালেঞ্জে অ্যাডভান্টেজ থাকবে র্যাঙ্ক ওয়াইজ। ভিতরে স্টফিংটা কি রোলাডে?
বাসা ফিশ আমি কিমা করে নিয়েছি, এটার সঙ্গে ক্যারেটস অ্যান্ড ক্যাপসিকাম আমি মিক্স করে দিয়েছি কালারের জন্য, অ্যান্ড স্পিনাচকে ব্লাঞ্চ করে ওপরে দিয়ে দিয়েছি।
বগুড়ার প্রতিযোগী তাওয়ান্না ইয়াসমিন, আপনার রেসিপি নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
Thai steam chicken and fish with ginger scallion relish, served with garlic egg fried rice.
তামান্না, মেন্টর কে?
Pedul Sara ma'am.
প্লেটিংটা অনেক নিট, খুবই সুন্দর। আমরা রাইসের উপরে যখন এগ দিই, এক্স্যাক্টলি এই টেক্সচারটা অ্যান্ড এই কালারটাই খুঁজি। পারফেক্টলি ডান। ভিতরে স্টফিংটা কি রোলাডে?
বাসা ফিশ আমি কিমা করে নিয়েছি, এটার সঙ্গে ক্যারেটস অ্যান্ড ক্যাপসিকাম আমি মিক্স করে দিয়েছি কালারের জন্য, অ্যান্ড স্পিনাচকে ব্লাঞ্চ করে ওপরে দিয়ে দিয়েছি।
আমার কাছে খুব ভালো লেগেছে, রোলারটা ভালো ছিল, দেখতেও ভালো হয়েছে, রাইসটাও ভালো লেগেছে। আর প্লেটিং তো সে বলেই দিল, আমি এই ব্যাপারে কিচ্ছু বলছি না। মেন্টর, থ্যাংক ইউ। এক কথায় ওয়াও, আমার কাছে অনেক ভালো লেগেছে।
কস্টিংটা আরো ডিটেইলসে লিখতে হবে।
অ্যাকচুয়ালি শেফ আমি তো মানে ক্যারেটস আর ক্যাপসিকামগুলো খুবই অল্প পরিমাণে ইউজ করেছি, মিক্স করে এতটুকু ইউজ করেছি।
আপনি 5 টাকা ধরেন,
এই জন্য ওই ভেজিটেবল একসাথে লিখেছি এই জন্য।
রাইট, বাট আমাকে ডিটেইলসটা দিতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ তামান্না।
সেরা রাঁধুনির বিগত সব সিজন আমি অনেকবার করে দেখেছি, যেহেতু এটা আমার খুবই স্বপ্নের একটা শো, এবং সেখানে আমি সবসময় দেখতাম পূর্ণিমা ম্যাম কারো খাবার ভালো হইলে, প্রেজেন্টেশন ভালো হলে ওয়াও বলেন, এবং আজকে সেই জিনিসটাই পূর্ণ হয়েছে। উনি আমার প্রেজেন্টেশন দেখে এবং খাবারের টেস্ট নিয়ে ওয়াও বলেছেন। ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ তো সবারই স্বপ্ন, ডেফিনেটলি এটা আমারও অনেক বড় একটা স্বপ্ন। হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট।
দর্শক, ফুড টেস্টিং শেষ, এবারে রেজাল্টের পালা। তবে তার আগে আমি একটা ছোট্ট ব্রেক নিয়ে ফিরে আসছি। দর্শক, সময় হয়েছে বিরতি নেবার। আপনারা দেখছিলেন সেরা রাঁধুনি রান্নায় শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের লড়াই সিজন 8। নিচে ছোট্ট একটা বিরতি, ফিরছি এক্ষুনি, সাথেই থাকুন।
đùng. Mai bằng controlled. Gì vậy? Cũng giống chuyện trước nó có điện thoại vậy. What buddy? Hồn đê. Thương vị luôn. What buddy? Chicken. Hoa Bri phim sâu đẳng cấp. Ken thứ nhất này. US TV drama. Let's đánh cờ. Đã là 2 giờ rồi. Đã từ rất lâu rồi. Cảnh báo giá cái gì vậy? Xem PC tỷ giá bây giờ là bao nhiêu? 1 USD to VND 25.200. Tỷ giá đang giảm. Giờ nó cận 2 giờ. Lên PC. Let me go fire in. Mỏi mắt quá. Fire end. Truy cập ngay. Trừ 7 điểm ở ngõ 45. MBB tất cả ngân hàng đều xuống. MSB What Bri ngân hàng trợ cơ bản, công nghệ tiêu dùng, công nghiệp, tài chính. Tài chính cái gì vậy? Dịch vụ tiêu dùng của thế giới di động này. Year 1 là cái gì? MSN giá 72. Xin Hòa Phát 27,2. Ok, Bri. Tự doanh, nước ngoài, bán Masan, mua Hòa Phát. Tiêu 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 tiêu. Forming. Một chữ biết rồng. Xóa độ chứ còn gì nữa. Nhọt. Chistana. Tiền linh pháo thủ vụ. Một chữ biết gì đây? Một chữ biết tiền. Cần một chữ biết. Tiền linh thùng đạo va phận. Thế này đi ha. Mơ thuật. Casadin nữa, chẳng liên quan gì nhau. Đây rồi, có liên quan rồi đấy. Dòng thợ săn này. Ok. Thằng này kích 3 tên linh rồi. Can trường, đây can trường có ngay. Một chủ biến Ari ạ, hồi lùng đấy. Đường nung đi cho các chơi. Một tàu với một cóc mo. Ui, cái này đi. Ẩn chính ạ. Ẩn chính. Chính bảo hộ cái gì vậy? Này đi. Bán. Này đi. Ok. Cái này đi. Ok, Bri. Yes sir. Không ăn thua. Bảo hộ ẩn chính.